Hey, what's going on, UFC Gym? This is Jeraud Norman. I am a member, been a member since sometime in 2017. Been there when you guys first opened up. But I was talking to Tony earlier this week, and I was letting him know that when you guys first opened up, I actually helped the manager at the time named Josh with some marketing and was able to get 9 people to sign up. And I believe I told you 10, Tony, so I'm sorry. There were 9 people that signed up in that first week. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that list anymore. We have switched providers so many times, and we typically don't keep the list once we send it. But just wanted to show you guys what we could do real quick. Some of the success we had with other gyms and other businesses in Virginia Beach. You guys had Juice Bar Alaskan Road in there not too long. Well, I don't know how long ago, but I ended up meeting him when he was there one day when I had jiu-jitsu. I ended up taking $240, turning in over 3,000 in 7 days for him over off Alaskan Road. So we do it for gyms. We do it for chiropractors, local ones, all kinds of businesses. But I just want to show you guys what I can do, and maybe I can help you get more customers in. So real quick, just starting here on your Facebook page. You guys have been getting your likes up, which is great. And on your Instagram seems like it's getting more engagement than the Facebook page, which is pretty cool. But when it comes to running any campaign, it comes down to the targeting. So because we live in a small area and this is local marketing, what we typically do is we like to run campaigns within a 10 to 15 mile radius of your gym. But this is the campaign we ran before. We got 30 clicks for $95. And by the way, I spent my own money on this. That was when I was brand new. I told myself I was going to work with the UFC, and the gym was a good start for me. So I was super excited. But I don't make those kind of deals anymore. But essentially, I wanted to show Josh what I could do and earn his business. And that just never happened past that first week. But we got in front of almost 7,100 people off of $95 in spend. And just to give you an idea what the targeting's like, just the way I name my stuff, I don't want to get you all confused. But we name this one no interest because sometimes we're targeting women and men between a certain ad set, as you can see at the different age groups over here. But we're targeting different age groups with no interest, just people around the gym to see who we can get interested, see who's actually watching the videos that we're going to put out. And if someone watches as little as 3 seconds, we can actually start following them around with a whole bunch of other videos. Or if we want to have someone that's more serious, we can say, well, we want to make sure they watched half of this video. And if they did, let's show them all of these and push them to an offer. The whole thing is you guys have to be willing to build an audience of people who are liking what you guys are putting out and then make offers to them instead of trying to just make offers to everyone. So here, all we did was put within a 10-mile radius of the gym. The most I like to go was 15. And the only reason I would do 15 is because of the type of gym you guys have. But for the most part, most people aren't willing to go too far to travel to their gym. So we're going to have some limitations there. Typically, we always start off marketing to women. Women, when it comes down to the demographics, women are number one when it comes to getting signups for gyms, and the men do follow, but we can do both. As far as placements, we would go with Facebook and Instagram, and there's some other things as well, but we like to use that on what we call retargeting. And what retargeting is whenever you go to a website, let's say you wanted to buy a pair of shoes and you left the site and then it follows you on Facebook, it follows you here. Well, we do that with your ad. So if someone watches, let's just say that's 50%, if that's what we were targeting and they didn't take action, we can follow them around on Instagram, we can follow them on YouTube if we wanted to, and on other sites. So it's actually pretty cool. Plus, we have the ability to actually put in some specifics when it comes to the targeting, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Did I spell jiu-jitsu Brazilian right? Brazilian. All right, so that lowers it. So what that means for us is we can actually put in the things that you guys have going on in the gym, and what we would have to do is what we like to call stacking the interest, because that's the only issue sometimes when it comes to marketing locally. When you have no interest and it's only 38,000, when you start adding in interest, it does reduce. But the thing is, we know how to test and see how much of that money we should spend before we should change up strategies. And a lot of times that's pretty much what we get paid for. Anybody can run a campaign and have success the first time. And I say anybody, and there's still a lot of people that don't do it. But when it comes to when it stops working, what are you going to do to get it back on track and to make things work? That's where a lot of people fall off, if they can even get to that point. So when it comes to the targeting, again, we can target Muay Thai. I'm honestly into trying to separate these things instead of market the whole gym as a whole. I think it would be smart to try to separate these things, but the only issue you run into again is the size of the audience. of what we have to pick from within the radius of where the gym is located. But once we figure out who we're targeting, we show up in our news feed with ads like this. Now, this is the actual ad that I ran for you guys the first time. The one thing I didn't like about it was no one could give me access to the UFC gym page. So, we were able to get good results, and my logo was showing up. And at the time, it was a different logo, but still, we had great results. It's pretty basic ad copy, nice picture of the team. In addition to the fact that we'd have videos, people click here to learn more. And then once they click learn more, they're brought to a page like this. And this is what we call a landing page. Now, the difference between this page and the UFC gym page is when they go to the UFC gym website, there's so many different tabs. There's so much information that it's not to say that if they're not interested, they're not going to follow through. But it makes it so much easier when you give them what I like to call a clear path to the basket. This is the one thing that you're here for. This is it. What are you going to do? So when they come here, the only thing they can do is give us the information. So limited passes remaining, 3-day offer, which I would honestly suggest we bump that up. Everybody's scared to go up on the offer, but my thing is if the more times they come, the more they're likely to commit. And me being a member of this gym, understanding the coaches that you guys have there and the community you guys have, I wouldn't limit people to 3 days. I wouldn't say give them a whole month, but let's come up on that offer and give them time to get to know everyone. If they get to know people and they don't show up, then they just weren't for the gym. But if we give them time and they like the people, they'll keep coming back. That's why I go. So once they come here, they give us the information. And once they give us the information, which I'm not going to put that in, what happens is a series of emails start going out. Usually send about 3 emails. One saying, hey, thanks, make sure you schedule your time. Actually, I will have to do it. Let's see. Because I want to show you the thank you page. User email, j@jnorman.com. How about that? 757-515-3909. That's actually my cell. So once they submit their information, they come to a page like this. And that was way back when, UFC 216. We're about to be on 229. But basically, hey, here's your code for your offer. And if you call us now, we'll upgrade you to 5 days, which was trying to get people to call them on the phone, which actually at the time it worked. But there's so many people offering 3 and 5 days. It's not enough, man. Offer them more. And the thing you do is if they sign up on the first day, you give them a special deal. And if they don't take it, then it's a good chance they wouldn't come back anyway. But the point is to get people in the gym and let you guys do what you do best, which is what being shown on this video in the last. Lastly, we did the same thing for Fit 36. This is one of the ads we ran for them, went really well. This is how we were able to get them. First 72 hours, we sent them 67 people that said they wanted to come in. They signed up 6 of them right away. And the final number, I don't even remember. If you guys want to talk to him, he'd be more than happy. This is him here in the middle to talk to you guys about my performance and our work together. Lastly is this is kind of, I don't have the UFC gym in this one. We used a different provider at the time, but I still have Fit 36. So for all the campaigns that we ran for them, doing stuff similar, basically we ended up with 518 leads, and all I did was basically get this information and send it over to them, name, email, phone number. And in addition to that, like I said, 3 emails went out. Every time we get a new lead, you guys get an email right away. And it's going to say something along the lines of you got a new lead from Jeraud Marketing. Make sure you call the lead within 5 minutes. Not sure how you guys are set up. That's something we got to talk about. But I don't wait for leads to call. I call them. If you wait for them to call, then there's a good chance that something else is going to come up. Something like a text message, Facebook message, some silly video about cats or some madness like that. So the thing with cold traffic is to make sure that you're on it right away. For the most part, that's all I got. I'm going to send this over to you guys. I mean, again, I have plenty of references. I have on my Facebook page, Jeraud Marketing. We got plenty of videos here of got testimonials. I got my own video series. I got a lot of UFC gym in my video series. I probably got more video of the gym than you guys got, or just about as much. And so on and so forth. Some of my testimonials are down here. Where I spoke is down here. And again, anybody's, I can't say anybody, but I'd be willing to give you guys phone numbers. You can talk to some folks. But thanks for taking the time to check this out. I wanted to keep this short, and I'll see you guys soon.